Used to love me, now you won't.
All right, you guys, so I am going to share with you what sold for me last week. That would be September 20th to September 26th, 2020 on eBay and on Poshmark. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in with eBay sales first. I will mention that I do have free shipping on all my eBay items, so the shipping is included in the cost for the buyer. That being said, this is the first item that I sold last week. It was a set of sailboat bookends, wood and brass. They sold for $23.95. Baskets. I've been picking up a lot of baskets lately because the boho look is really in and the basket wall trend is really in right now. So I've been picking up baskets, experimenting with them. They're super cheap for me out here. So I think I paid $2 for this whole set of baskets and I ended up selling it for $30, an asking price of $30. This was a kind of like a studio pottery handmade sort of mug and ceramic. It was in my store for a while. It sold for $14. This mid-century green ceramic and wood lamp sold for $45. Another Certo bottle. These things, I'm not quite sold out of them yet, but almost. $7.95 I sold one of those for. I got an offer for this a little aluminum flashlight, and I took it for $15. This is another one of the items that I got from the yard sale where I got the Nintendo DS games and consoles and all that stuff. And then also the Bath and Body Works lotions, which both sold for me like hotcakes. This was like a Palm restaurant. What was it? Yeah, the Palm restaurant ice bucket or whatever bucket with deer heads on it. I thought it was unique. So I picked that up at the yard sale and I sold it for $35.97. This set of vintage NFL bed sheets sold for $27.95. And I would say these are a bolo. I almost always pick up vintage bed sheets with any kind of sports teams, cartoons, Lisa Frank, that kind of a thing. Themes that were popular in the 90s especially are selling really, really well and really, really quickly for me lately. So $27.95 for some bed sheets. And I want to say I paid $3 for this set of bed sheets. This pair of ashtrays only sold for $14.40, and I let it go for that because they were both in my store for a really long time. I assumed that these would sell pretty quickly because they're like the right colors for the boho with the floral and everything, but they did not. So this set of Republican it's a deck of cards in a little velvet box, sold for a offer of $11. Here's a little kind of a crusty camera in a neat little case. It's sold for $19.95. Sometimes I pick up vintage cameras, usually only if they have something unique about them, or if they're, I comp them obviously, and they're worth a bunch of money. Polaroid cameras usually sell for me pretty well also. This set of candlesticks, they were like crystal, super heavy glass candlesticks. I paid $1 for the pair of these a while ago. They sold for $17.35. This Sesame Street vinyl mat sold for $16.40. I've had that in my store for a while as well. This was a surprising sale. This little Ski-Doo racing team patch sold for $23.95, and I paid $0.25 for it at a yard sale, I want to say. It's hard to remember because I get a lot of stuff at a lot of different places around here. So this set of salt and pepper shakers, it was actually 2 sets of salt and pepper shakers. the little music notes and the umbrellas in a plastic, vintage. These sold for an even $20 too, and they went to an APO, which is an Army post office. In case you guys didn't know, you have to do like a customs sheet, and you're better off only sending like smaller items, honestly, to that kind of a post. Anyway, they sold for $20. This cute little towel wear, which is like the black with painted on it bird in a little bubbly frame, sold for $16. I debated on keeping this so that when I get a little bit older and I'm bored, I could actually like put it together and hang it up in my house. We're Eagles fans. This year it's been a little rough, you guys, I know. But anyway, this sold for $30. I wanted to hold out for more, but I think it's just time to let it go because I don't have time for that. Again, with the bolos, this is a... Oh, I'm sorry. Reverse. The Eagles latch hook sold for $37, excuse me. This heavy brass outlet cover sold for $16.94. And again, these are a bolo. I tell you guys every time, I almost have them in every one of my videos. This set of either, I don't know if they were knobs or the curtain tie backs or whatever, they sold for $30. They were really pretty, like brass floral or bronze floral knobby jobbies. This adorable little bulldog, he said Japan on the back of him, super cute. He sold for $25 and he shipped out today. And then this book sold for $37.46. This is a first edition. This book is actually, I want to say it's local to me. So anyway, it sold for $37.46. Always look at old books. I found a lot of really good books and they ship media mail, so they ship, cheap. And some books are really, really cool and worth a bunch of money, and books are coming back in. It's cool to read again. Also to like display them, people like to lay them on their side and display them. So if they have cool, cases or whatever, the right colors, etc., pick them up, look at them, Anyway, this sold for $15. It was just an old Bombay hideaway, looked like a book, and it was like lined on the inside. I guess you would have put your liquor bottle, or a liquor bottle would have come in it, and it sold for $15. So that's everything that sold on eBay, and we're going to go ahead over to Poshmark, and I'll show you what sold for me on Poshmark last week. All right, so we had 7 sales on Poshmark last week. The first being this Vanity Fair robe, or like robe gown. It didn't zip all the way down, so you'd wear it kind of like a dress, in blue. It sold for $15 minus a shipping discount. I made $4.89. Usually this is like my average. Like I offer $15 free shipping, and this is my profit on a clothing item, which is good for me because my clothing cost of goods is really, 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 really low. So that's a profitable item. This sold for $7 minus a shipping discount. I made $1.93. Again, I pay next to nothing for clothing, so sometimes $2 is a good profit for me. It's doubling or tripling my money, and then also making space for something else that maybe could make me a little bit more. So this sold for $7. I made $1.93, and I let it go to someone who would love it. These Red Wing boots I got at a yard sale for $2. They sold for $40, no shipping discount, so I made $32 on these Red Wing boots. And these ones were pretty cool, and they were also made in the USA, which does make a difference on these boots. If they're made in the USA, they are a little bit more valuable and sellable. So $40, $32, that's a really good profit for me. Again, a really good profit item that sold for me last week was this Harley Davidson jacket, which I considered keeping because it was nice, but I'm not really into like motorcycling or anything like that. So I decided to sell it for a profit. I ended up selling it for $75, which made me a profit, oh, minus a shipping discount, which made me a profit of $52.89. And I got this at a yard sale with a whole bunch of other Harley Davidson stuff, a Torrid dress, a Jessica London dress. I've sold the Torrid dress. I've sold most of the t-shirts that I also got. And so I already made a profit on that yard sale. And then here was like a little bit more that I made as well. So that was a good buy. This sweater sold for $16 with no shipping discount, so I made $12.80. I've had this forever and ever and ever. I got it, I think, at a bag sale a long time ago at a thrift store. And it's just like a little devil vintage costume or pajama. And then a homemade cape that sort of coordinates with the thing. And so this person actually bundled this together on their own, which I was proud of them for buying it together because it kind of goes together. They offered me $10. I took it. I made $7.05. Took a really long time to sell though. This little Steelers, cute little Steelers sweater sold for $10 minus the shipping discount. I made $4.93. And last but not least is this pair of black and pinkish purple Nike running shoes. They sold for $20 minus a shipping discount. I made $8.89 on this pair of Nike shoes. So that is everything that sold for me last week, September 20th to the 26th, 2020 on eBay and Poshmark. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if so, go ahead and subscribe. I've got another yard sale, what I picked up haul video coming soon. So go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. In the meantime, happy hunting.